Well, it's very clear that the government of India is leaving no stone unturned to pressurize, to demoralize, to defame, and to show to the world that if you oppose the ideology of the BJP or the government of India, then you will be put to test. The entire force of the government of India is falling down upon its opponents. We have nothing to hide. The charges are baseless. There is no truth in it. There is no FIR. There is no misappropriation. There is no allegation. It's a 7-year-old case that they have raked up just to divert the attention of the people of this country. Because in India, so much is going on now. The Kashmiri Pandits are being brutalized and killed in open daylight in Kashmir. Price is highest ever, unemployment is highest ever, farmers are in distress, young people are on the streets. So avoid answering those questions. They are trying to deflect the attention of the people of India, to change the narrative, to keep the country on a boil, to use force, police force. Yesterday you saw the police entered the headquarters of the party, had a lathi charge, detained hundreds of people, senior people, ministers, MLAs, MPs, policymakers, office bearers of the party were brutalized. One lady MP, her clothes were torn. So this kind of action is uncalled for. Never before has the police taken such action. We are trying to say that 3 days pehle we said we'll do satyagrah. Wanted a peaceful march, that was denied. Today they have made sure that we are not able to do any of our protest. In a democracy, if you can't speak out, if you can't protest, but then how do you do your job as an opposition? Idea is not about one individual or one party. Idea is the institutions are being challenged and the government of India is using all of its power to muzzle the voice of people who oppose it.
Sir, also as you said, you mentioned a Congress Satyagraha. BJP is saying that, claiming that this is a fake Satyagraha of Congress party.
But how is it fake? If we are saying that we want justice to prevail, we want truth to prevail, we want transparency, we want openness, we want the country to know that the agencies are working under tremendous pressure. The government of India is putting pressures on CBI, on income tax, on ED, on all agencies, just to suppress those voices who oppose the ruling party. It's very simple, very open. We are asking for fairness, for transparency. How can that be wrong? As a principal opposition party, it is our responsibility, our right and our duty to do this. But to stop us by detaining us, doing house arrest, intimidating people, brutalizing the police force, entering our offices, doing lathi charge, booking individuals, blockading, not letting people move, not letting people go to their own political party's office, that's, I think, unhealthy for a democracy.
They are saying ED is doing their job. Why to disturb the democracy? They are saying that Congress party is supporting the corruption.
First of all, it's an allegation that the government has made. Nothing has been proven. There's nothing to indicate that that might be true. We are open to all investigations. We're open for all inquiries. There's no problem at all. Because the whole story, as you know, is very clear. It's about a newspaper that was defunct, that was dying, and the Congress party reached out to support it. But they are trying to politicize the matter. All we are saying is that this country needs institutions to be strong. We are supporting openness and transparency. The fact that for 7 or 8 years, no BJP leader has ever been raided by the CBI or summoned by the ED. It's only people who oppose BJP are the targets of these agencies. Data will tell you that. 8 years. Why is that happening? Who's controlling them? Who's putting pressure on these agencies? These are the issues that we want the people of India to know. And we are, I think, doing the right thing by letting Indian voters know what the reality is.
So you are saying whenever Rahul Gandhi will be called by ED, the Congress party and the supporters and the leaders will be on the road?
It is not about one person being called. It is about how the agencies are being used as an instrument of power. Mr. Gandhi has already said he's open for investigation on questioning. 3 days he spent with them. Tomorrow also we'll go. We're open about that. But we want to challenge the motives behind all of that. I think it's important for people to know it is not happening on its own. There are certain forces that are guiding these agencies and we want to expose that.
So the protest will be continuing, sir? We
are protesting today in all the governor houses. Tomorrow across India at the district headquarters we'll go out again, a protest, a dharna. Because in a democratic setup, what other tools does a political party have? We want to be heard, we want to be seen, and we want to do it in a non-violent manner. This is the party of Mahatma Gandhi. We don't believe in violence. I, for one, don't condone any acts of violence. Anyone who takes law into their own hands, I will not support that. But the same law must apply to the Delhi police. They can't take law into their own hands. They can't enter our offices. They can't do lathi charge. It must apply to both. We are a responsible political party. We will put up our issues, do it with dignity, pride, but with restraint and non-violent means.
So my last question is, as Rahul Gandhi has been called by ED tomorrow also, so meetings are going in at AICC, and also Congress is saying that you wanted to do a peaceful protest, but the government is not letting you do. So what will be the next plan of action?
We have already have a 2-day plan. It is a long struggle.